Hey, can I speak to Nick, please?
Yeah, this is Nick.
What's up, dude? How are you? This is Jubal.
Wait, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio station.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
I'm calling you because you actually know a friend of mine. You went out on a date with her, and you haven't called her back?
Okay.
So her and I were talking, and she really liked you and would like to see you again, but she's confused, and she wants to know if she did something wrong on the date.
Okay, who are you talking about?
A girl named Katie?
Oh, your friend's Katie, okay.
Yeah. And I know that she went on the date with you. I don't know if she told you, but she hasn't really had a drink in 2 years, and she went out.
Oh, no, she told me. She told me that.
Okay.
Oh.
She sort of screamed it at me.
Really?
Oh.
How'd that work?
I was there, and she showed up, and she ordered a drink, and then she pretty much slammed it, and then ordered another one, and then it just kind of went from there, and I would say she probably within an hour had about 5 drinks.
Nick, how long do you think that you got to talk to sober Katie before drunk Katie took over?
7 minutes. Wow. I mean, it literally escalated so fast, and I was thinking we would go somewhere where she could get some food, but she wanted to go dancing, so she begged me to go dancing, and then I went with her, hoping there'd be food at this place. There was not.
I just picture her pulling your arm like, I don't want food, let's go dancing, let's take me dancing, silly man.
And then in the middle of dancing, she screamed in my face with joy that she hadn't had a drink in 2 years.
Oh, all right.
God, I'm free.
Yeah.
Okay. With all that said, Nick, was she fun?
It was fun in like a reality show that I'm watching at home sort of way, but happening to you.
Did you feel like you were going out with one of the members of Bad Girls Club or something? Just, I haven't had a drink in 2 years. Let's take me dancing. Let's do
It
this.
was like Girls Gone Wild, but I'm in the dynamic.
What's the most embarrassing thing she did, Nick?
I pulled her out of the back seat of the car. I realized that she had left me something in the back seat of the car, which was not there when she was placed in the car.
Did she puke?
No, she had taken a in my car.
What?
No.
Oh my God.
Hey, Nick. Katie is actually on the phone right now and heard everything you just said.
Nick, oh my God, I did not.
Katie, come on. I think I know better than you do.
I've actually had this happen to a friend of mine.
What?
Yeah.
A guy or a girl?
A dude did it in her place.
What?
But anyway, that's not the issue here. The issue is Katie.
Katie.
Katie, has this ever happened to you before?
No, I can't even believe that's true. I am mortified. I don't even know what to say.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty disgusting.
I can't even believe that's true. Why'd you keep buying me drinks?
I didn't buy you drinks. I threw you over my shoulder, dragged you home, you in my car, and then I said
No,
goodbye
I'm
to you.
talking about before you had to put me over your shoulder. Like, how many drinks did you buy me? At some point, you probably realized I was pretty drunk. Like, why wouldn't you take me home?
You kept ordering the drinks, and I don't know you.
And she didn't tell you at the beginning of the date that she had had a drink in a long
She told
time.
me at the end, which point I brought you home.
Katie, didn't you realize when you got home and things were a mess, your clothes, that something would have happened?
Honestly, I really don't remember. And my roommate had sort of threw me in the shower and cleaned me up because I think I threw up. And I absolutely think he's exaggerating. I really don't think that happened.
Katie, I know it's embarrassing, and I understand being defensive, but do you think maybe a better tactic would be to apologize and kind of admit that perhaps you did something wrong?
Yeah, if I did that, I'm sorry. I can't. It's so not me that I can't even believe. Obviously,
Hey, it's always a good time when you your pants. That's what I say. I think you guys had a great time.
I'm just saying, like,
I wish that was a joke, but you're being serious.
Yeah, Katie, I'm not judging you. You know how many people I've peed on that I've been and beds I've ruined and clothes? Like, I do that all the time, so I'm not judging you for it at all. I'm joking around, but like, you know what? It happens sometimes.
I just I don't know.
maybe we could get to a point where Nick could forget that moment and remember why there was a connection between you two.
I don't think you forget that
Nick,
moment.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, it was awful, and then the fact that she just tried to flip it and make it my fault.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Nick,
I'm not making it your fault, Nick. I'm just saying take some responsibility.
I did take
Alleviate it.
responsibility. I brought you home,
Yeah.
called your friend, and you in my car.
hey, Nick, at the end of these second date updates, we always offer a second date. We will pay for you to go out with Katie again if you'd like to. Would you be
No,
willing?
you guys, it would be great is if you could pay to have my car interior cleaned.
Yeah, no detailing, no auto detailing.
No.
Sorry.
All right, so here now.
None of his friends are ever going to sit in the back seat again.
Yeah. Katie, at least you got a good story to tell.
I will never tell this story as long as I live.
Come on. Thanksgiving dinner, the fam's around. It'd be hilarious.
To your grandkids?
Yeah.
No.
I remember when I in a guy's car.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Maya, please?
Is this?
Hey, Maya, how are you? This is Jubal. It's a morning radio program.
It's a radio show?
Yes. How are you?
I'm good. What can I do for you, radio show?
Well, I'm calling you because a listener of ours recently emailed us about you, and he wanted us to get a hold of you because he thinks that you're brushing him off after you guys went on a date.
Oh my God. I think I know what this is about.
Do you?
Really?
I mean, I hope not, but
Who would that be? What's his name?
Oscar?
Bingo! Oscar emailed us about you, and he said that he really enjoyed going on your date, and he's been trying to get you to go out with him ever since, but you're always like, I'm busy, or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Okay, do you not want to go out with him again?
Correct, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't believe he thought it would be wise to contact the radio station about this, but
Well, he said that he just likes you a lot. It's a thing we do on our show all the time called Second Date. So let me ask you, was it weird actually meeting a guy off of Xbox Live?
I hadn't met anybody through Xbox Live before, so I mean, like, I feel like it's just as weird as anything else, but, you know, it was a public place. You know, that wasn't that wasn't the problem.
What was the problem?
So he's dropping me off at the end of the night. We're, you know, in my parking lot of my building and, like, just chatting and, like, honestly, like, I'm feeling it and I'm kind of waiting for him to go in for a kiss.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Instead of that, he goes, "Can I show you something right now?"
That's something that could go one of two ways on a first date, either good or very, very bad.
Exactly.
What was it?
He starts to take off his shirt.
What?
Nuh-uh.
Dang, bro.
I mean, I couldn't make it up if I tried. Like, he starts to take off his shirt, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Not that kind of girl. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, it's cool. Like, just trust, like, I'm not being creepy. Like, just trust me. And shows me on his arm this huge Iron Throne tattoo from Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, so like that iconic Game of Thrones
Chair.
chair
like
thing.
The Iron Throne.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Okay.
cool. Like, whatever.
Why couldn't he just roll up his sleeve to show you an arm tattoo?
Oh,
Why
you
did
know
he have
why.
to get half
Well,
naked?
just you wait.
Uh-oh.
Because that was just the tip of the iceberg. Then he shows me on his pec Gollum from Lord of the Rings face.
My precious.
Okay.
Okay, so you turned
like
off
the
by that?
ugliest character of all time.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's weird? Like a Gollum tattoo on someone's chest?
I don't know. For most people, I would think it was weird, but we talked to him, and the way he was talking about being into Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, I could see him having a tattoo like that.
Have you seen Gollum?
Yeah, I have.
One of the ugliest faces.
Okay.
You're just saying maybe you couldn't
Gandalf?
want to make, eye contact with...
Think about missionary with
yeah, that's
that.
exactly where I was going.
I mean, come on. And then that's not even it. We're not even done there.
Oh, no.
Then he goes, oh, but wait, you haven't even seen the, what did he say? Pièce de résistance.
Oh,
Whoa.
what is that one?
That is his entire back, which is the entire cast of Harry Potter.
Shut up. Harry Potter back guy?
Yes, you may be familiar with the children's novel series Harry Potter.
I'm a little familiar. Yeah, I've heard a thing or two about it.
Kind of legendary.
Yeah, it was all over my dates back. So yeah, I haven't called him back.
Oh.
I've been polite to him. I haven't completely blown him off, but like, I can't see getting frisky with Harry and the crew.
But you gotta understand, I mean, from his point of view, you're a girl who's like a 12th level elf. Like, he probably thought that you would be into all of those.
I'm also a woman with
Okay. All right, so you just couldn't get down with all of the tattoos that he had, the Harry Potter tattoo, the Game of Thrones tattoo, and the Lord of the Rings tattoo.
and busting them out on the first date in the car.
Hey, Maya, thank you for being honest. I appreciate it. Now I feel like I have to be honest with you about something.
Okay.
Oscar is actually on the line listening and wants to talk to you.
No! Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
No, I'm not.
Oh my god!
I had no idea that was going to freak you out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of you on the radio.
Well, in hindsight, I could see how taking my shirt off in the car could have been weird.
In hindsight.
Well, and it's not only that. I mean, it's like all the tattoos, like Gollum on your pec. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Well, I mean, they're not all.
On a first date.
I do have a lot of tattoos, and I felt like, I don't know, we were having such a good rapport, I thought the Game of Thrones thing might impress you a little bit. I don't know. But I don't have just nerdy ones. I've got like a Thor tattoo, too. That's pretty badass.
I like how that's a badass one.
It is.
Are you feeling insulted, Oscar? I know, like, it seemed like you were
No,
really...
I don't know. The implication that the Harry Potter thing was creepy is a little weird to me, because we discussed the books, so I thought you'd be a little more...
I mean, like, reading the books and enjoying the books is different than, like, permanently putting the characters of the books on your body.
Yeah. I mean, I thought you'd think that my dedication to all the stuff that we liked would be a turn-on, you know? And it would show you that I'm not just some geeky guy, that I'm man enough to get, you know, tattoos and not just some ogre. I mean, in hindsight, like, busting out the tattoos is probably more of a second or third date move. But...
No, I don't ever want to see those tattoos again.
Oh, Maya! But Maya, you said that you really liked him at one point. I mean, it's only the tattoos that turn you off?
It was a weird thing, you guys. You weren't there. Like, the date was cool, and I liked him, but, like, long-term down the road, there's no way I could date a guy with these kind of tattoos for the rest of my life.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to spend my evening researching erase regrettable ruins? You know, I don't really meet people like you, especially on Xbox Live, and so... I mean, if I got rid of the Gollum one, would that be, you know...
Are you actually thinking of...
Would that make a difference to you, or you know...
I mean, I really, like, we only went out one time, and I don't think you should change who you are for that.
Okay.
I appreciate the thought, but, like, I mean, I'm sure you're going to find the girl who loves the
Oh,
Gollum
man.
you.
All right, I know what that means. All right.
Are you sure, Maya? Hey, Maya, we'll pay for a second date if you go out with him again.
We won't pay for the tattoo removal, though.
I mean, I think we could probably be great friends. I mean, we really did have a great time,
God.
and, like, I'd hang out again, but...
Friend zone, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my God!
Well,
Oscar.
hey, Oscar, it's not a successful second date for you, man. I'm sorry.
I think I'm going to just pick up my staff and go home.
Yeah, you should.
Hello,
Hi, it's Vanessa there.
this is she.
Hey, Vanessa, how are you? This is Jubal.
Who?
Jubal? It's a radio show?
You're on the radio?
Yes. I'm just going to go ahead and just going to guess that you haven't heard of the show before.
It's a show? Like, the
Yes.
show is called Jubal?
Yes, it's a radio show.
Is this like a country show? Is it like, do you guys talk about stuff? What's
No,
What?
it's not. It's not. It's just, I mean, it's just a regular morning radio show. We do all kinds of wacky prank phone calls and things like that, you know.
Are you pranking me?
No, I'm not pranking you right now. I do want to talk to you about something, though, if you have a moment.
Okay, I guess depending on what it is.
Well, the other day, one of our listeners emailed us about you.
About me.
Yes.
Go on.
His name is Ben, and you guys went out on...
Nope, I'm not interested.
Whoa.
Wow, that was
Okay.
You have
quick.
his contact information, just
Wait.
let him to know to stop calling me.
All right, well, hold up, though. You didn't even let me finish what I was going to say.
I don't need to let you finish.
What?
The answer is no. I don't know why he's contacting you to contact me. Is that what's going on?
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know why Ben would send us an email about you.
I know why Ben is emailing you. He wants to go out with me again. He has made that very clear.
You may
Yes,
want
he
to
does.
hear what he has to say, because Ben said some things that you did that weren't super awesome.
I'm sure I know exactly what he said.
All right. Well,
It was not a good night. Ben was not a great guy. To be honest, I thought he was. At first, my friend really talked him up, and it's a no. It's just going to be a no.
can I ask you a question about the date? Is that possible
Yeah.
without you getting mad at me? Okay. He said that when you guys went out, everything went fine. Like you guys were getting along, and then you started just raging about the waitress, and you got so angry that you ended the date by storming off to your car and haven't talked to him again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So, but from talking to you, it sounds like you were angry with him.
Yeah, Ben did not pass the test, and that's no more dates for him.
What's the test? Wait, what test?
To be honest, I am very attractive. I'm sure Ben made that clear to you. I am a very attractive person, and I'm not being haughty about it. I'm just being real. I'm generally attractive to most people.
Okay.
So,
Hey,
very humble.
confidence is a good thing.
Yeah, very humble, too.
Yeah, no, of course. But I'm aware of that, and, I'm not a shallow person. Obviously, I mean, Ben is attractive enough, but he's not, I'm more attractive than Ben is, not to be mean.
Okay.
But a lot of times I have to deal with people who only want to date me because I'm attractive, so I set up a test process so that I can weed out the bad ones.
That's
What was the
actually
test?
kind of genius. Like, I don't understand it because I'm not that hot, but...
Oh, I'm sure you're very hot.
What was the test?
When I date guys, the first date is like when you find out what they're made of inside, like what kind of guy they actually are, not just looks, not what they're based on. And a lot of guys will just want to date me because I'm hot. So
Right.
I make it so I kind of provoke them to call me out on my shit. So that's why whenever I go out on a first date, I choose the restaurant. So the waitress is my friend, and so I wasn't being unfair to her, but I act unfairly. I call out little micro things like the water being messed up or not tall enough or quarter inch from the top. Like I've told him that I've waitressed before and that she is a waitress. And I just like badger the waitress. And if he isn't willing to call me out and tell me that I'm being a jerk, then I don't want to be with somebody who would just agree with me because they're like, well, she's hot. Screw it if she's a mean, horrible person.
This is the most, at first I thought you were super vain, but now I just think you're an evil genius.
Genius! I was in the restaurant industry for years. This never happens.
Oh, it's happened. You just don't know about it. I'm not the only girl doing this.
Dude, I
So the
love
waitress
it.
was your friend.
Yeah. She knows all about this.
And he just went along with the whole thing.
Yeah, he just kind of like shrugged and was like, oh yeah, like we'll get another menu. And like, oh yeah, the water does seem weirdly small from the top. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Is it almost fun for you? Like, how far can I go before this guy actually stands up for what's right?
This is making me sound like I'm like an evil like sorceress who's like thinking of all these ways to do things, but it's not like that. I honestly want to find somebody of substance, like a partner who's willing to call me out. And, I've done this a dozen times. I mean, and out of all those, I've literally only gone on a second date with one guy.
Really?
And it's because he called me out. He was like, you're kind of being a jerk. And I was like, oh, round of applause for this one. Let's try this out.
Oh my gosh!
One dude out of dozens actually
Whoa.
call you out for being an a-hole because everybody else just wanted to date you because you're hot.
I'm glad that you're impressed by all this, but are we done with this phone call?
We are almost done. I just have one more thing I need to say to you.
Okay, what else do you want to know? I feel like I've told you everything.
Oh, I don't want to know anything. I just want to let you know that Ben is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and really wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes. Ben, you there? Or did you run away?
No, I'm definitely here. Vanessa, that's pretty what you did back at the restaurant. And look, I'm going to call you out now because apparently you like that kind of thing. And I didn't call you out back then because I'm trying to be a nice guy. And this is the first freaking date that I have been on with you. I'm not going to cause drama immediately. I get to know somebody
That's not
first.
drama.
I'm trying to get
It's
to
not
know
drama
you.
to call somebody out on being mean. You could have easily
No.
just been like, nope, that's the water isn't weird. Do you have a problem with this waitress? You could have literally said anything instead of just being a little oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's silly. That was you. That's what it
The
felt
way
like
it works
being on a date with you, Ben.
You get to know somebody first. And then once you get to know somebody, then you can call them out for all their But I'm just trying to get to know who you are. And you're
Okay, but you
judging
called
me by not
no.
calling
You called
out.
a radio station to try and get a second date with me, even though I was an asshole. So, if I wasn't attractive, would you want a second date? If I didn't look like this, would you want a second date? That's a no, isn't it? Okay, well, in case in point.
I mean, Ben, you've got to be honest. Like, you didn't say one thing about her other than how hot she was. Like, I honestly don't know anything about Vanessa.
Why are you giving her more ammunition? She doesn't know that. Look, everybody is attracted initially by beauty. That's just the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that you're a terrible person, but you're not the right person for me. I'm looking for somebody who is willing to call me out, willing to communicate with me if I'm being irrational about something. I don't want you to just be like, oh, pacify it, it's fine, I can have sex with her later. Like, it's great, it'll be worth it.
I don't really know what to do. Look, I feel like I've been scammed, okay? Like one of those scams over the internet where you lose all your money and you don't really know what happened. And I feel like you didn't give me a fair date, and I deserve a fair date. Everyone does. And so, like, that's all I'm asking. I'm only asking for just a fair date, somebody that's open and honest and not playing tricks.
Hey, Vanessa, would you like to go out with Ben one more time? We will pay for a second date.
You know, I want to give him a round of applause for that wonderful speech he just gave, but no.
Oh my God.
Man.
You are brutal.
Made a point.
Well, you know what? Look, okay, that kind of seals the deal for me, because if you're going to be an asshole like that, I wouldn't want to date an asshole anyway.
Oh, now he doesn't want to date a
Ben, if you would have done that on our first date, maybe we'd be going on a second date now. You would have had to call a radio station to get in touch with me.
This is bullshit, man.
Ben, I'm sorry you did not get a second date.
Look, I can't win. If I called her out and didn't like who she was, then she would like me. And if I didn't and wanted to get to know her more, then she won't like me.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess on your next date, just like as soon as you start going out, just call him out on everything. Trevor, I read your email. What is wrong with you?
What? What do you mean what's wrong with me?
What are you doing?
What did he do? What did you do, Trevor?
Everything.
What's wrong?
Wait.
You did everything. What could you possibly do on a second date now that you've done what you've done, Trevor?
Oh.
What? I mean, that first date was perfect. That's what I do.
Oh my gosh, Trevor.
Man, you got to hear what Trevor's date included. Go ahead, Trevor.
I'm excited.
I'll just give you the floor and let you tell everybody what you've gotten yourself into.
Okay. So I met this girl sort of randomly in the park, and I sort of walked up to her. She was reading a book that I recognized, and I introduced myself, and then I asked her if she wanted to go out. So I gave her this address to meet me, and we met in the countryside, and it was a hot air balloon.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Okay,
Wait,
so-
did she know? Wait, did she know that that's what you were doing, or was she just randomly showing up at this address?
Well, she didn't know. Like, it was a surprise, you know?
Oh, what if she's scared to hide?
Yeah, and what she's driving out into like the country by just to an address to meet you? That's bold.
I mean, she knew it was safe. Nothing was going to happen.
Oh my God, what was her reaction when she pulled up and saw a hot air balloon?
I mean, she sort of gasped and said, "Are we really doing this?" Or,
And wait, was it just a hot air balloon for just you two, or were you guys on a group thing like they do?
no, it was just us. It was just us.
Oh, you rented the whole thing.
Trevor.
Yeah, it was like a whole trip over the countryside, and you could see everything.
What, are you like taking your date ideas from The Bachelor?
Let's see, that's what I'm saying.
Like, dude.
That gets already too much, but there's more.
What else did you do, Trevor?
When we landed, I had rented out this castle.
Excuse me, what?
Shut up.
Where were you guys? London?
I was picturing the south of France, personally.
There are castles in America. You just, if you have the means to rent a castle, then you go to a castle.
You just got an air balloon
Man.
to them. That's it.
Yeah, I guess that's just how you have to do it.
What did you rent the castle out for?
So here's where it got really good, right? We go into the castle, and I had hired a chef, and so he cooked us this meal. It was a big, like, 5-course meal. It was really romantic, right? There were candles and everything. There was a big long table, and there was music.
There was a
and
talking candlestick. Beauty and the Beast.
it was really nice. And there was a violin player.
What?
Oh, my God. It's like a wedding,
What do you do for a living, Trevor? My God.
Zero money.
Okay, so anyway, so we ate the
No,
meal.
Trevor, I want to know what you have to tell us.
Yeah.
You just pause like that. This date is ridiculous. What do you do for a living?
I mean, I don't want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about
Are
the
you
meal, right?
hiring? Are you hiring? That's all I'm asking.
Right?
I don't know. Can you drive a hot air balloon? I might think about hiring you then.
Dude, I'm down. It sounds like you probably pay me more than I get paid here, so I'm good.
Oh, man.
But slow down. You're like having this 12-course dinner inside a castle with a violin player and an orchestra.
Well, technically there were 2 violin players. One was a cello player.
Okay, well, details. Hey, was she freaked out by this, or was she into it?
No, she seemed really into it. I mean, like, what kind of girl wouldn't be into that? I was going to sweep her off her feet, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could have done that with just a hot air balloon ride.
Yeah, I'm with you on that
Let
one,
alone the
Jubal.
castle and the chef and the however many course meal and people playing stringed instruments.
Okay, but here's the thing. I don't meet a lot of girls who seem like they're amazing. They could be the right girl for me, you know what I mean? And so Jessie, she was that, right? So I got to sweep her off her feet. She was it, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you liked her that much after just seeing her reading a book in the park.
When you know, you know.
Okay, wait, hold
Damn,
on.
she could
Whoa.
read.
Whoa. So, Trevor, what was the connection between you two? Because we've heard a lot of details about what you did on your date, but not a lot about, like, what it was like.
Well, I told you already, there was like, the 5-course meal and the violin players, and that's what was going on.
No!
Trevor.
It's
Like,
chemistry.
was there butterflies? Did you guys flirt?
Did you rent butterflies?
Yeah.
To have fun in?
Basically, yeah.
Well, I didn't think of that exactly, but like everything else, you know what I mean? There was like fancy silverware, you know what I mean?
Trevor!
We get it, bro.
No! Did you guys have any deeper connection?
Yeah, I mean, the conversation was great, but the views from the castle were great, too, and from the hot air balloon.
Okay.
Castle. She was loving it. I mean, we didn't talk about personal stuff all that much because there was so much going on around us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna talk about personal stuff when you got a cellist in your ear?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right?
And so if the date was so amazing, you did all this work, spent probably a lot of money, why do you think she's not calling you back?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I invited her up to go up, to the top of one of the turrets.
Mm-hmm.
Where you could see, it was in the middle of the day, so you could see everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she said no, and I thought maybe, you know what I mean, I wasn't going to make a move on her or anything, I just wanted her to see the view. But maybe she thought that was kind of creepy, I don't know.
Did you guys kiss?
No, we didn't kiss, because, I'm a gentleman.
Of course.
I don't want to take things too fast.
Yeah, obviously
Right.
not.
Yeah,
no, that wasn't too fast at all, Trevor.
Totally.
Yeah,
I think we
we'll
need
take
to
it
have
nice and slow. We'll
Yeah.
start with a hot air balloon ride to a private castle with a 5-course meal and a band playing.
Oh, Trevor.
So no kiss, and have you heard anything from her since your elaborate date?
No, I haven't heard a word. And I called her a few times. I haven't heard back at all.
It may have been too much,
Like, too much? Like, what do you mean too much?
like too much too soon. You do this huge display.
I think Jose's right. I think you may have read what women want a little wrong. Like, yes, women want that. That sounds magical. But what they want more than anything is to get to know a really nice person who makes them feel special just talking.
Okay, but like, I think if you saw the castle, you might feel differently.
Well, Trevor, that may be what women want. I know what I want, and if it doesn't work out for you, you could take me on these kind of trips. It'd be cool.
Let's do it.
All right,
Yeah,
sweet,
okay.
perfect. Okay, bro date. We'll take a bro hot air balloon ride. Anyway, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jessie?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Jessie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
Are you familiar at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What station are you on?
That's not even important. What's important is that
Why are you calling me?
we got an email about you from one of our listeners, and that's why I'm calling.
Can you tell me why?
I sure can. Thank you for asking. It's a guy named Trevor, and you and Trevor went out on a date recently. Very low-key kind of thing.
Yeah,
Where you
right.
took a hot air balloon to a castle and had a private dinner. I don't know if you remember that, because that's kind of a forgetful thing.
Well, maybe, maybe you have to specify which one, right?
Yeah, which castle.
Yeah, which castle.
No, I remember Trevor. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Good.
Trevor emailed us and is wondering why you're not calling him back.
I mean, I just didn't think it was a good idea for us to go out again.
What did you think of that date?
I mean, it was crazy. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, for sure.
Yeah.
Good crazy? Was it good crazy?
It was okay. Yeah, it wouldn't have.
Wow.
It wasn't a problem
for me.
I wouldn't expect a review of a date that involved a hot air balloon ride to a castle and a private 5-course meal. Okay.
Well, it's kind of weird, you know? It's like you said, it doesn't happen every time, so it's unusual.
Well, what did you think of Trevor?
Same as the date, unusual.
Okay.
Okay. So, date was unusual. He was unusual.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, but he stood out.
Right, he could be unique.
Yes, unique.
You don't even want to,
He told you about the date?
He told us about it. Yeah, we talked to him about it. And he told us, everything he did for you. He said that he had a great time. And he's really surprised why you don't want to see him again.
I mean, did he tell you about the suit of armor?
The what?
The suit of armor.
No, he left
Nope.
that detail out.
Yeah, while we were eating dinner, he asked me if I wanted to see something cool. So I said yeah, and he left and came back in a full suit of armor.
What?
Flanking around.
Dude, that's amazing.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm excited about that. Like, I'm super excited about that, but I have a feeling you weren't as excited as I am.
Why? Why would he do that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he said it was one of his dreams, to be a knight.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
What was your reaction?
Well, I thought it was kind of cool, but then he sat down. He tried to sit down back to his meal, but he just looked so uncomfortable.
He was actually sitting there. I thought maybe he was like, you want to see something cool? And then he got in the suit of armor and was like prancing around and then got out of it. He sat down at the table in a suit of armor.
Oh my god. I just imagine you sitting next to this guy in a suit of armor. It's like squeaking every time he tries to lift his fork to his mouth.
And the mask kept sliding down over his face, so he had to push it up to get the food in his mouth.
Oh, man. Not a very noble night that you got to have dinner with that evening.
At least it was some entertainment for the date.
Is that what did him in then? The night? Dressing up like a knight?
I mean, I could get past that. It was funny. It was a silly thing. But we had a conversation about how amazing this date was and how he can afford to do all this stuff. And he told me that he recently inherited a bunch of money.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Okay, so he's rich.
Well, that's what I thought at first. But then he told me that his inheritance was $15,000.
What?
Sounds like a millionaire.
Wait, hold up. Did he just spend his whole inheritance on the first date with you?
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh!
So wait, so he's acting like he's balling out of control, but he got a $15,000 inheritance.
Yeah, and he basically says that he just wanted to live it up for now and do all this crazy stuff he dreams about and didn't really care about saving anything for the future.
Grandma leaves you 15 grand. You're like, I've always wanted to be a knight. Time to make it happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell him that? I mean, when he's calling you.
I mean, it's none of my business what he does with his money, how he spends his inheritance, but I just don't want to be with someone who would spend it that way, really.
So you don't see a guy who's willing to spend his $15,000 inheritance just so he can dress up in a suit of armor as like a long-term commitment type person?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let him know then. Actually, you know what? You can let him know because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Sir Trevor, does thou still occupy the phone line?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, Trevor.
I mean, I wanted to pull out all the stops, Jesse. You know what I mean? I don't meet girls like you very often.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really appreciate that, but it seems like such a waste.
No, but it wasn't a waste, Jesse, because every single thing I did at the castle with the hot air balloon, it was all for you. My maiden.
I really appreciate that so much, but I just felt so bad that you spent all of that on me. It doesn't make any sense. We don't really know each other that well.
But I want to get to know you, you know what I mean? And you deserved it. All of it.
I don't know what to say.
You can say we'll go on a second date.
Slow down, Tiger.
Say that, Jesse, if you want.
I know you like me, then it's really sweet, but I can't wrap my head around spending that kind of money on that date. It seems crazy to me.
Are you trying to? Was it too much? Is that?
Oh my God, how are you just now getting that, Trevor? It's all too much.
But you loved it. I thought you loved it, and I have the money to pay for it, so it's fine.
I mean, you do right now, but you can't just spend your money like it's nothing. It just goes against my own values, and I feel like it says something about you.
That I'm romantic?
I don't.
Yes, I think that's what she was going with.
Maybe a little
Trevor.
too romantic,
Yeah.
Trevor, like out of your price range romantic, you know?
If we just had a normal date, go out to dinner, I would definitely be on board for a second date. But that whole situation was just so crazy, and I don't know if I can, get over that.
What about a normal dinner then? We can go out for a normal dinner for our second date? Because, I can't really afford much else right now anyway.
You spent all the money. All right, well, thanks for setting that up, Trevor. Jesse, would you like to go out with Trevor one more time for another date? We will pay for it.
He just doesn't seem that responsible. For the future, I want to be with someone who can handle whatever money they have responsibly. Mm-hmm. And Trevor, I don't think that's you.
Okay, but listen, I have something to tell you. That inheritance that I got, right, that was only from one relative. And I have another relative who will probably be passing away within the next year.
Whoa. Another 15 grand coming your way.
Oh my God. It just keeps getting worse.
Are you
just
sure?
waiting for your relative to die?
Dude, listen. So you got to get your money somehow. Jesse, are you sure? Because Trevor will be in the money again soon.
I'm even more sure than I was before.
I think that you're making probably the right decision.
I think so too.
Yeah, Trevor. Oh.
I don't know, I'm just really disappointed about this whole thing, Jesse. I get it. You don't like castles.
Bella is on the phone, and she thinks that her boyfriend, Greg, of 1 year, might be cheating. So in a second, we're going to call him and pretend to be from a pickleball resort, which does exist.
It does.
Because he's gotten really into pickleball, and he just joined a pickleball club, and we'll say that because he's a new member, he won a prize to go to an all-inclusive pickleball resort in Miami. And he can take a guest with him, and we'll see if he chooses Bella or somebody else. But before we do that, Bella, why don't you refresh our memory on why you think Greg might be cheating?
So he has never been active, not an active dude, and all of a sudden he's obsessed with pickleball. He's now going multiple times a week, and he got a text from some chick named Jenna who apparently works at the club. And it just seems pretty sketchy. All of a sudden, not only is he into pickleball, but now he's getting random texts that he doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah.
That's the weird part.
All right. Well, are you ready for us to call him?
Yeah, yes. I'm just scared, but yes, I am.
I know.
I am. No, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Corbin calling from I was looking for our new member, Greg.
Yes, this is he.
Hey, Greg, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Saw that you just signed up and hope you're loving it.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool so far. I really enjoy the course. I feel like that my game's gotten a lot better just being a member of the club. So,
Great.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Guess what? It's about to get a lot better because congratulations, Greg. I'm actually calling to tell you that you're the big winner.
What am I winning?
We are doing a contest where one of our lucky new members is going to win an all-inclusive trip to Miami at a pickleball resort. It's an oceanside pickleball resort. It's really a cool experience. You get training. You get it's 4 days. You get all kinds of training and coaching and things like that. And it's nothing but pickleball for 4 days by the beach in Miami.
And I won?
Yes, you did. Congratulations.
Yeah, like for real?
Yes, for real. Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just our way of saying, thank you for joining. And thank you for being a member, and thank you for using all of our services that we offer, because I know you've been doing lessons and stuff, too.
Yes, this is so cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And it is a +1, so you get to take somebody with you, and we'd like to extend the offer of inviting that person by sending them some flowers and a card to invite them.
Oh, okay. I've been talking to this chick, Jenna. And so I actually met her at the club.
Oh.
And
Yeah. Our Jenna?
Yes. The coach there, yes. She's been training me.
Oh.
And,
okay.
Yeah, and so I want to take her. Like, we've been only kind of seeing each other for a short time, and I haven't really had a chance.
I see Jenna every day, and I haven't heard that, so that's exciting news.
If that's possible, I would love to take her.
Yeah, that is not possible at all, actually, because this is actually the Jubal Show. It's a radio show, and your girlfriend, Bella, is actually on the phone.
What?
Yeah. Hi. You know what? But what did I say? What did I say? He's not sporty. And I swear to God, I knew. I'm trying so hard not to curse. I knew right when you started this boring.
Wait a minute, Bella.
That you had something. There was an angle.
No.
You really wanted to believe that you weren't doing something. But I knew it. I knew it.
Bella? This is for a pickleball thing. No, I'm supposed to go because I knew you wouldn't want to go. You wouldn't want to go, so I was going to.
Are you joking?
I was going to take her. No, I was going to take Jen. I knew you want to go.
Did you not just call her beautiful and say you've been seeing her?
Yeah.
Well, I've been seeing her at the court. I've been seeing her at the court.
Okay. And she's so beautiful.
I literally heard everything that you said. There's literally no way you're not cheating right now. Like, there's literally no way.
Because I gave her a compliment. I'm automatically cheating because I gave somebody a compliment.
This is ultimate gaslighting right now.
Yep. Why would you think that I would want you to take someone else to a resort?
I was
to play pickleball. You're staying in the same room, you idiot.
On the floor, I can do it. Like, you wouldn't want to go. I was trying to be considerate of you and your feelings, and that you would not want to go.
Bro, you said you were seeing her, though. You literally said that.
Yeah. I've been saying.
You know what? You're right. He's right, though. You guys, you're right. You're right. But here's the thing: the f***ing trip is fake. And I'm your girlfriend. She's not.
You are my girlfriend. She is my coach. You are my girlfriend. You the only person I want to be with. There's nobody else.
You don't take your pickleball coach to a getaway weekend, you idiot.
To a pickleball thing. It's a sports thing. You don't want to do it. You wouldn't want to do it.
Okay, you can't keep saying that I don't want to do something. We passed that moment, dude. You can't keep saying I don't want to do something. Come up with a different excuse.
Okay, well, what is it you want me to do? How can I prove to you that I'm not cheating on you? What can I do to show you that I'm not? What you want me to do?
Jenna.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Show me all the conversations you've ever had with Jenna. Show me your phone.
Look, you are mad right now, and I understand that.
Oh my God! Oh, okay? Tell me I'm mad. Tell me I'm mad. Tell me I'm mad.
Look, I'm just saying that you should be able to trust that what I'm saying is real. Relationships are built on
You're
trust.
right. I should be able to, but obviously I can't.
Listen to me. Don't listen to some radio person.
Do you hear this person right now? Like,
How are you doubling down on this, Greg? You just said you were seeing Jenna.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to be with Jenna or do you want to be with your girlfriend?
I've been seeing her at the club. I want to be with Bella. I want to be with Bella. Who I'm with. I'm with Bella.
So then why wouldn't you take me on a trip? If you don't want to be with someone, you don't take them on a romantic getaway, whether pickleball is involved or not.
That's the part I was paying attention to, the pickleball part. You on the romantic part.
Oh my God! Is this? Wait, hold on. Am I going? I don't know what to say.
No, you're not going crazy.
Not at all, Bella. We're hearing all of this stuff too.
Greg, just own up to it, man. You got caught.
It's a setup, man. No, it's a setup. It's a setup. And I don't feel comfortable having this conversation with people who don't even know me.
Oh, you don't feel comfortable? Oh, no. Oh, no, he doesn't feel comfortable. That's so sad. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm not doing this, okay?
No, we will not.
He hung up, Bella. He's gone.
Don't care.
Do not believe him.
Bella.
It's very obvious what's going on.
Right?
How do you twist that?
Like, talk about the gaslighting. Like, that was, like, insane to me.
Super triggering. I'm really sorry.
Whatever, good riddance. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I mean, I guess thank you guys for, like, figuring everything out for me. You saved me from, like, him, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, take care, all right?
It still sucks again. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, is this Andrea?
This is?
Andrea, how are you? This is Jubal.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. What was that sound you made?
That was her surprise sound.
Almost like a hiccup.
Yeah.
You got the hiccups?
No, that was just my surprise sound.
Oh, okay. Any idea why we're calling you?
I hope I won something.
No, you don't listen to the show very much. We never call people to give them anything.
Oh, you don't?
You don't listen to the show very much, do you? The reason why we're calling is because somebody emailed us about you for a second date.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I guess you could be winning another date. I don't know.
Oh boy.
You've been on many dates recently?
It sounds like she's been on many bad dates recently with the oh boy answer.
I have been on a date like recently.
And how did it go?
It wasn't the best.
Okay.
I think we're talking about the same
I
date.
think we might be talking about the same guy. His name's Neil.
Yeah. That's his name.
The one. And Neil, not a Kevin Hart fan, is he?
No, it's not Kevin Hart fan. What can I say? It was just not the best matchup there on the online dating.
Was it the Kevin Hart argument? Or, I mean, not necessarily that he didn't like Kevin Hart, but the fact that he wouldn't let it go?
No, that had really, I mean, that was sort of uncalled for, but it was not the thing.
Oh, really?
No. The biggest thing was that he just didn't really look like his profile picture.
Oh, he told us that too. He told us that. He did tell us that. He said that he used to have a goatee. By the way, props to you for giving a guy with a goatee a shot. But he had it shaved by the time he met you.
He was about 15 or 20 years younger in his profile picture than he did when we met.
Did you say 15 or 20?
Years?
At least. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, it was like, it must have been just a really, really old picture, because I mean...
So what were you thinking when you saw him and he was so much older? Were you like, oh man, this guy might break a hip while we're at this concert?
Yeah, no. It was, I mean, it was a little shock. I mean, he wasn't like crotchety or anything, but...
How old do you think he is?
Well, I'm not exactly sure, but he did give me a hint when he spilled his beer on me.
What? Was it Parkinson's setting in or something? I mean, how did he give you a hint that he was old?
That's so messed up, Jubal.
I mean, I just confused how that would be a hint.
What did he do?
The cover band was playing, like, you know, kind of a wide range of music, and all of a sudden they start playing Huey Lewis in the News, and he just jumps up and down, like, I mean, his beer goes everywhere. He's like, I haven't heard this since college. And I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't even born. Oh my God.
Since college.
Yes. I mean, isn't that the 80s? That's the 80s.
I think so.
I don't know.
So how old is
I can't even think of what that song would be.
Do you know what song it was?
It was like, Hip to Be Square? Hip to Be Square?
Oh my God, that's super old.
Something like that. Oh my God.
You guys can talk more about it. I'm going to Google it real quick to see when that song came out.
Yeah.
So if you had to give him a number, how old do you think he is?
Actually, you know what, Andrea? Let's just ask him because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yep.
Neil?
Hey.
Neil!
Hey, Andrea, when's the last time you looked at your profile picture?
Whoa! Yeah, what is that? Neil!
Holy crap.
I mean, have you looked at your profile picture? I was assuming I was meeting someone around my age.
Oh!
At least it was taken in this decade. You couldn't say that for yours. The 90s? It's in the 90s.
Oh!
Oh my God, you're making me sound like I'm B. Arthur or something like that.
Who's B. Arthur?
I'm just saying.
I think she was a golden girl.
B. Arthur was a golden girl?
I think so.
Andrea, how do you not know who B. Arthur is? Golden Girl? Oh my God.
What's a
Her
golden
comedic
girl?
timing is unbelievable.
Okay.
She is funny now that I know who she is.
Neil, I'm starting to believe Andrea now that you're older than you say you are.
Listen, I'm a few years older than her, I'll give you that, but it's not like she was, 19 years old over there. I mean, come on now.
Wait, so now you're saying that it's okay that you lied about your age because she looks old?
I didn't lie. It just didn't come up until, a good Huey Lewis song came on and I got a little excited. But I mean,
You gotta tell people how old you are before you meet them, or at least use a recent picture, man. I mean, come on.
You know what? I'm only a few years older than you, so let's not.
You are at least 15 years older than me, man.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. You know what?
You don't understand the comedy of Kevin Hart. It is not of your generation.
Oh, there it is.
That's actually a good point.
You know what? Why don't we go on another date and we can get our profile picture taken at the same time?
Oh, my God.
Neil, how old are you? It is killing me. Will you please tell me how old you are?
Well, why would I tell you anything about how old I am?
Because we're trying to see if Andrea is right or not about your age.
Yeah, but, listen, I'm in shape. I'm healthy. I make a good living. Then
if you're so in
like
shape.
Richard Pryor more than Kevin Hart?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
sort
true.
of says it.
You did make a Rolling Stones reference when we first talked to you.
I remember that.
And then you talked about older comedians. And I went on Wikipedia while you guys were talking. Hip to Be Square, that Huey Lewis song, 1986.
What? You were in college in 1986, Neil?
Oh, man.
Hey, you know what? You guys are killing me with this age thing. You know what? Let me tell you something. Age is just a number.
Yeah, a number that you have to be honest about.
Listen, by the way, that was a younger reference. You guys are making fun of me because of that, but that was R. Kelly.
Yeah, not necessarily a younger reference still, Neil.
That's still pretty old.
Are you kidding me? No one in that room knows the reference? R. Kelly? I mean, you're in the music business. He's the guy who peed on people. How could you not know that?
We know who R. Kelly is.
Yeah.
He just hasn't really been relevant for a few years.
Or a decade.
Next thing you know, I'm going to end up at a Green Day concert. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Green Day.
What are you doing, dude? Oh my God! Change your profile picture and stop trying to get younger women, Neil.
Hey, when's the last time you looked at your website? I mean, hello, Airbrush City over there.
All right. Neil, I'm just going to put you out of your misery. Misery, that was an old movie you probably remember.
Kathy Bates.
Yeah, Kathy Bates was in that, Neil. Andrea, would you like to go out with Neil on a second date? We will pay for it.
If I wanted to date my grandfather's best friend, I would say yes, but no.
Oh.
And good luck with your Social Security, Mr. Neil.
This is crazy. You know what I mean? You meet a nice guy, maybe he's got a couple of years on you, shows you to a nice time, and you're blowing him off over an age. You know what? That's the problem with the kids today. They're always on the...
Thank you for confirming everything for us, Neil. Appreciate it.
Hello?
I was looking for Mona.
Yeah, this is her.
Hello, Mona. My name is Jubal.
Okay.
Cool. Have you ever heard the show before at all?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've heard of you. I just don't listen
That's okay.
that often.
Okay, cool. Well, you may have never listened really before, but you're actually on the show right now.
What do you mean?
I mean that one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
About me?
Yep.
Really?
Yep, and they said all nice things, too.
Oh, that's great. What's it about?
It's about a date that you went on recently.
Really?
Yeah. You went on a date with a guy named Kipling.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you mean Kip?
I do. Yes, I do. And he actually emailed us because he wanted us to get a hold of you. I guess you're not calling him back since your date, and he's confused.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you don't want to go out with him again?
I mean, he seemed like a really sweet guy, but I could just tell he was really, really nervous. Like, anxiously nervous, like, kind of extremely awkward.
On a scale of 1 to 10 and the most awkward dates you've ever been on, how was this date?
A 15.
I'll tell you why I ask it like that, because we actually talked to Kipling. Sounds like a nice guy, but he was also very nervous talking to us, so I can't imagine how he would be on a date.
Yeah, like everything you can imagine, like, times 1,000.
Did it get better as you guys hung out longer?
Yeah.
No, it only got worse.
Oh.
How did it get worse?
Like, he showed up almost 20 minutes late.
Right.
Without letting me know.
When he walked in, though, despite being 20 minutes late, were you kind of excited? Like, oh, he's cute.
I mean, he was, like, nerdy, awkward, cute. I was like, maybe this could end well. But I've been waiting for him to order, and the waitress came, and he gave her our menus and said we wouldn't be ordering food. We were just going to get drinks. But I'd waited all day to eat.
What?
It was already, like, after 7, and I hadn't eaten, and all we were getting was drinks. Like, we went to this nice restaurant, and we weren't even going to get food. Like, why didn't we just go to the bar?
Oh, I would have been like, hell no, I'm getting food. You don't even want to see me when I'm hungry right now.
We were, like, a few drinks in, and I started getting a little tipsy, and I finally was like, hey, man, like, I'm really hungry. Like, is it okay if we order something? And he was like, yeah, sure, I'll get an appetizer for us to split.
Oh, wow.
So then he decides to get calamari, which was fine. It was great.
Yeah.
And I was eating, and he could tell that I was uncomfortable. So then he says, can I ask you a question? And, of course, I said, sure. and he asked me if I'm having a good time because my face doesn't look like I'm having a good time.
Your face doesn't look like you're having fun. What'd you say to that?
I just smiled and put more calamari in my mouth.
Come on, you were, though, probably showing some pain on your face at this point.
I think at that point, a few drinks in, no food in my stomach, I couldn't hide a thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So it was just a very awkward time for you.
It was extremely awkward.
All right. You know what else is going to be awkward?
What?
He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Wait, what?
Yep. Kip, where you at?
Hi, Mona.
Oh, no. Hi, Kip.
Hi.
Oh, Kip.
Kip, why are you doing this? I'm confused.
Well, you weren't answering my messages. I thought I wanted to talk to you and see if you wanted to go on another date.
Okay.
Kip, did you hear what I said about our first date?
Yeah, and but listen, the thing is, okay, so I don't date a lot, and I really liked you, and you made me nervous, and I was already really nervous because I was late, and the thing is, I just showed up, and I just wasn't expecting a woman of your nature to be there.
Kip, what does that even mean?
What did that mean, Kip?
No, I just mean you're very beautiful. You know, you're very you have captivating features. You know.
Kip, that's really sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I just got nervous, and that's why maybe I wasn't the best dater. I was nervous, and I could tell you weren't having a good time, and the reason I didn't order a bunch of food is because I don't know, maybe we were gonna. You know, something was going to happen.
What?
Oh, Kip.
Wait, what are you talking about, Kip? What was going to happen if you ordered food?
I don't know. Maybe you just, if you know, you don't know what happens if the date goes well, and you know.
Oh gosh.
I just didn't want to have anyone to feel awkward about having bad breath or have stuff in their teeth or anything.
You mean like if you guys are going to kiss or something at the end there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was planning a lot more than that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
me too, but I'm not really giving Kip that much credit.
I was like, damn, son, slow down.
No. I just meant kissing. Like, we might kiss if it went well. It's a date. It's how would, you know?
Kip, you know, like, I get being nervous, like, going on dates and stuff, but you probably don't want to ask if they're having a good time because their face doesn't look happy. Kind of a turnoff.
I didn't mean like that. I mean, your face is beautiful. Your whole is beautiful. You're beautiful, you know? I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like I could tell like you weren't having a good time and I wanted you to have a good time, you know?
Yeah, Kip, but like maybe you could have phrased it a little differently.
Yeah. Maybe. Look, I was nervous and I don't date a lot, okay? But like, listen, I'm a really nice guy and, you know, I just feel like I could do it right, you know? We could go somewhere and get food and I don't know.
Mona, think about it. Like, he's laying it all out there. Maybe next time, because it's all out in the open, he won't have those same type of nerves.
I mean, he's really sweet, and everything he does seems pretty genuine.
Well, how about this, Mona? Would you go out with Kip on a second date? I will pay for it. Free second date.
Time?
What's that?
Said we would get food this time?
You can get food.
Yes,
I promise.
Yes, we could do whatever. We could go bowling or get food or whatever.
He's the same.
Kip, you really like bowling, don't you?
I just don't date a lot, and that's just the last date I went on. We went bowling, and we had a great time.
Oh.
You guys don't have to go bowling if you don't want to, Mona. You can do anything. We will pay for it, though. Will you go out with Kipling again?
You know what? I guess he does deserve a second chance.
Whoa!
That almost sounded not painful.
What does that mean?
You're saying yes?
Yes, I'll go out with Kip again.
Yay!
Yeah, really? You won't regret it, I promise.
Congratulations, Kipling. You got a second date, man.
I can't believe you guys did this. This is amazing.
Yeah!
Kip, I can't believe we did it either, honestly.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jimmy, please?
Yeah, this is Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, how are you? This is Jubal.
Who?
Jubal?
Why's a radio program calling me?
Well, because one of our listeners actually emailed us and asked if we could get you on the phone. Her name is Amanda, and you recently took her out on a date.
Oh.
Okay. So Amanda
Holy cow.
emailed us and told us about your date. And she also said she really liked you a lot. And she's wondering why you're not calling her back. She said it's been like 2 weeks since you guys went out. She's been hoping you would call to ask her on a second date, but she's heard nothing. And she's wondering, is there...
I bet she did.
Whoa!
What did you
bet
just
she
say?
did.
I said, I bet she did.
Why do you say it like that?
Well, Amanda is, oh boy. Amanda is, she's something else.
We talked to her, just to let you know, we talked to her. She told us about meeting you. Thought it was really cool the way
I'm
you...
sure she did.
She didn't sound like anything that... I mean,
Can I say she's a real pisser on the air?
Sure. What do you mean by that? Like she had problems?
She's a nightmare.
She's a nightmare? Did you say she's a nightmare?
She was a nightmare.
Why is she a nightmare?
Well, what did she tell you?
She just said you guys went out to dinner and had some good conversation, ended the date with a kiss on the cheek, and she was hoping to hear from you again. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, okay. Amanda is a very attractive woman, but I could tell everything about her from her food order.
What do you mean? Like she's a vegetarian and you just can't stand those people? Like I feel the same.
Oh, it's a lot worse than that.
Okay, well, what could be worse?
So much worse.
What did she do just ordering food that pissed you off enough to, like, call her a pisser or whatever?
Well, let me give you a blow-by-blow description. She started off by asking for bottled water, no ice, and it couldn't be tap water. It had to be bottled. She explained all this to the waiter.
Okay.
Why is that so offensive to you, though?
Oh, that's not offensive. That was just the opening salvo.
All right.
It got worse from there. Then she explained that she had certain dietary restrictions.
Like,
She didn't eat any red meat,
Okay.
no gluten, no dairy, no fish that swim.
What? But crab
no
are
fish
fine.
that swim?
You know, like...
Yeah, now let that sink in.
So no gluten, no dairy, no fish that swim. She's a picky eater, obviously.
Yeah, I even asked her, I said, what do you mean fish that swim?
Oh, so she...
And she made this little wavy motion with her hand, fish that swim. I said, yeah, I know fish that swim. Don't all fish swim. She said, no, there's some little fish that walk around, like shrimp, lobsters, anything with little bitty legs are okay.
Is that just because she has an allergy or something?
Who knows?
I thought you were just saying it like as a figure of speech when you were talking fish that swims. I didn't realize that was the exact words that came out of her mouth.
No, she actually said fish that swim. I was going to just take it at face value, but she went on to explain to me that fish that swim have a higher mercury content, and so if you eat fish that swim, you're slowly killing yourself.
You sound really upset about this.
I wanted to eat a whole fish right then.
Okay, so is it... All right, so she's a picky eater. I've never heard the fish that swim thing before. Why not?
Me either.
Why not go out with her on a second date, though? Is that the only bad thing?
Well, wasn't that enough?
I don't know. I mean...
This girl is high maintenance.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a high maintenance issue.
Can I ask, because I'm just curious, what did she end up ordering for dinner?
I don't know, some sort of salad with water dressing.
You know something about her?
Water dressing?
With water dressing. So we talked to her about your date, and she didn't mention her dietary restrictions. But she did also say you're the only guy that has ever not called her back for a second date. You know that?
Yeah.
That's kind of hard for me to believe. I can't imagine all the other guys in her life have put up with that.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what, Jimmy? Thank you for being honest with us, man. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, and now I feel like I must be honest with you because Amanda is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
Hey, what?
Yeah, I am here, and I'm hearing what you're saying about me.
Oh. Hey, Amanda.
I care about what goes in my body, and obviously you don't. It's not high maintenance.
No, I was caring about what went in your body in a completely different way than what you were thinking.
Oh, sir!
Thank you for taking the words out of my mouth, Jimmy. I was hoping I didn't have to make that joke.
You're a jerk.
Dude, Jimmy, I will say, to stand up for her, what do you expect? The hottest girl you've ever seen to then go down a cheeseburger?
Thank
you. Can't have that body that she probably has and also mow down on cheese fries all the time.
Look, haven't you ever heard the phrase, no matter how hot she is, there's some guy that's just tired of her
Yes, I have.
For your information, I didn't even want a second date. I literally just wanted this to happen to find out why you didn't call me back, why you were such a jerk. Obviously, I'm the hottest girl that you've ever gone out with, so that's for you.
Look, I'm not going to lie. You're very hot, okay? But and I'd totally sleep with you once, but I just don't want to eat with you again.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, that leads me to my question. Jimmy, would you like to go on a second date with Amanda? There'll be no eating.
Hell no.
Okay. I was going to say, you guys, I would pay for you guys to go to dinner, but you don't even have to do that. You can just sleep together once. Not interested either, Amanda, huh?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not missing out there, Amanda, whatsoever.
Clearly. You know what? You're just a low-class jerk, and you obviously can't handle a woman like me.
I don't want to handle a woman like you. I'd rather handle a woman that eats fish, that swims. And by the way, I don't care what you think, all fish swim.
Hello.
Hey, I was looking for Garrett.
Yes, this is Garrett.
Garrett, how are you? This is
From what? I'm sorry?
Jubal.
What's going on?
Well, I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners. She emailed us about you, and first of all, she said that you were incredibly handsome, Garrett, so it's an honor to talk to you.
Okay. I'm sorry, what are you guys calling me about, though?
Well, the girl's name is Tiffany, and she emailed us about your date, and you haven't been calling her back. And she's confused if she did something wrong or if you don't like her.
Oh, yeah. What did she tell you about the date?
She said that you guys went out, had some drinks, sang some karaoke, went back to your place, messed around. She told us that she was drunk and she's having trouble remembering some of the date.
Yeah, it was a little bit more to drink than maybe I would have done on a date.
All right. In her defense, she said the reason she drank so much was because you were so handsome she couldn't handle it and you made her nervous. That's got to be a little bit of a compliment, right?
I guess so, yeah.
All right. What was the most annoying thing she did?
Well, she sang that, that song, Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Cyndi Lauper song.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if she was so drunk, if she knew she was doing this or not. She sang it twice.
At karaoke?
She sang the same song over and over.
She was obviously, up for having a good time. She was putting a lot out there,
Well, but why wouldn't you just text her back and just say, hey, I don't think it's going to work out?
She was drunk, even after karaoke. It was just weird, the whole night,
What else did she do that was weird? It's fun to hear drunk stories.
Okay, I don't know. She was so drunk. I wanted to take her back to her place.
Okay.
And she couldn't even remember her address.
What?
Oh,
and that's why you went back to your place?
I mean, part of me thinks she even did it on purpose, just to go back to my house,
That can work for a girl. It never works for a guy. When you're like, I don't remember my address. You should take me back to your place. They're like, no, how about I put you on a bus and you just figure it out?
I guess I was just really embarrassed over what happened, so I just needed to get out of there.
Embarrassed for her? Embarrassed because you hooked up with her?
What else happened?
I don't know. I can't really talk. I shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, Garrett, listen. She's the one that emailed us and asked us to call you. She wants to know what the reason is that you're not calling her back. So if it's an embarrassing story about her, she's willing to hear it.
You promise you can't repeat this to anyone. You won't tell this to anyone else.
Well, I can't promise that because this is going to be on the radio, but Tiffany wants to hear it.
I don't know. Okay.
Come on, what is it?
So we're at my place, and she pulled down my pants.
Nice. That's not a weird thing that happens.
She's down there. I think I know what she's gonna do. She grabs my stuff and starts singing into it like it's a microphone.
Are you serious?
Did you go from like so excited to just so disappointed?
So confused. I was so confused.
Can I ask her song choice?
Girls just want to have fun.
You're singing your karaoke song into your special microphone.
Yeah.
He got a song job.
Yeah. That is funny, dude. I would have laughed. I mean, I'd laugh about that. It bothered you that much, though, that you don't want to call her back?
Well, it wasn't just like a joke thing. Like, she was doing the whole performance. She was like, come on, you know the words. Come on.
How'd you stop it? Did you just, like, try to kiss her and be like, oh, get back up here. This is weird, yeah.
No. I told her, I said, go wait on the bed. I have to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom and just stayed in there for 20 minutes until she fell asleep.
She doesn't, dude, when we talk to her, she doesn't remember any of that.
I knew she wouldn't.
Hey, Garrett, I think we should refresh her memory. What do you think?
No, I don't want her to know anything about this.
It's too late, Garrett, because she's on the other line.
Oh my God.
And just heard everything you said. Tiffany.
Oh my God.
Hey, little songbird. How's it going?
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I really don't remember doing that.
You definitely did that.
I think it's awesome.
Oh my God.
You ever done anything like this before, Tiffany? Is that your move?
No, not a move.
Not a move? Okay.
Tiffany, do you think it in any way maybe could have been like you drunk being funny?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound very funny.
I think it sounds
hilarious,
hysterical.
yeah.
I'm really sorry, Garrett. You totally do not need to text or call me back. I completely understand. And if you could just do me a favor and not tell all of our friends, I would really, 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 really appreciate it.
I'm fine pretending it never happened.
Tiffany, if you think about this, Garrett really doesn't need to worry about telling anybody because you just did this in a second date update and it's going to be aired on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm super excited about it, and that's awesome.
It could be a funny story.
Dude, I think you need to own it. I just think you need to own it. I mean, Garrett liked you enough to go on a date and hook up with you that night.
Yeah, but you say Garrett went out on a date with her. That was before he knew that she was going to sing into his microphone.
She sounds like a fun girl who's up for a party no matter where the party happens to happen.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Brooke. See?
Hey, Garrett, would you like to go out on a second date with Tiffany? We will pay for it.
I feel like it's going to be pretty awkward after this.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. It could be funny.
It could be awesome.
Garrett, I'm really sorry about everything that happened, but I mean, I feel like up until that perfect, embarrassing moment, like, we had a really good time, yeah? We were having a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were having fun. It was fun. It was a little weird.
Garrett, what's it going to hurt to go out on another date? Like, you think about this. That's a pretty innocent thing that she did. It's hysterical and funny and awkward, but it's not like she did anything where you don't like her as a person or you just didn't get along at all. It sounds like you guys got along great. Why not give it another shot?
All right, let's do this.
Awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like this isn't something you will do again to me.
I promise you that's only a first date move. I mean, unless you want me to, and if things are going well, then,
Never know.
Dude, she sounds awesome.
Tiffany, start picking out your song selection now.
Yeah. Branch out from Sydney.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jess?
Yeah, this is Jess.
Hey, Jess, how are you? This is Jubal.
Wait, hold on. So this is a radio show?
Yes.
Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you because we actually got an email from one of our listeners, and he asked us to get you on the phone.
Who?
Well, his name is Jeremy.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, do you remember going on a date with Jeremy?
This is really strange. There are like multiple people on this call.
Yeah,
Yes,
hi.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
We're here too.
Yeah, it's me, Brooke,
Okay.
and Jose.
Okay. So what is it that you guys want to know?
Well, Jeremy emailed us and said that you guys went on a date, and he thought you had a really good time. He thought both of you guys connected, but now you're not calling him back, and he was wondering if we could get you on the phone and find out what happened. He also thinks you're playing hard to get, if that helps.
He thinks I'm playing hard to get.
Yeah, You told him that was a really stupid idea.
Oh, God. This was by far not the best date I've been on.
Yeah. I could see where he could come off kind of as a D-bag, maybe.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No hesitation at all there.
I don't think that he means it, though. He seems like he has a nice heart. It just maybe, I don't know.
I hope he doesn't mean it, but he just really rubbed me the wrong way.
What did he do to rub you wrong? Whoa.
Whoa!
You know what I mean.
That is a different question than I was expecting.
Yeah, that would have been a good date. My apologies.
Or what did he do to rub you right?
Yeah. What did he do that did not sit right with you? How about that?
I mean, there's like a laundry list to this. So the waitress, she was really nice to us. She came up, she took our order. He asked her, so if the girl gets a cheese and tomato sandwich without the tomatoes, is it the same price? And I was like, are you for real?
So
wait.
So you ordered a sandwich with tomato on it, but you didn't want tomato, and he was like, I should get a discount for that?
Yeah, apparently he thought that he needed to save some money on my tomato slices.
Come on, what do you say, 5
Okay,
cents?
hold on, though. Maybe it was just the principle, because he does bring up a good point, that if you're not going to include ingredients that were listed on the price, right, included, then maybe you should get a little bit of a deal.
So you're as cheap as he is, because nobody does that on a first date. Nobody talks about tomato slices and how much they cost.
Well, except for somebody who's financially responsible, which should show you a person who's ready to make a long-term commitment and take care of you guys in the future.
But it was more than that, you guys. It got worse when we went to the museum.
What do you asked for a refund because you didn't like some of the paintings or something?
It was actually worse than that. It was so much worse than that. We got to the ticket window, and we're about to order 2 passes to go in, and he's like, oh, wow. I'm like, oh, you okay? What's wrong? And he's like, ooh, this is really expensive. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, it's really expensive, but you know what? I don't want to pay for both. And I'm just like, okay. And he's like, but why don't I buy you a ticket? Because I'm a gentleman, and I'll just wait outside for you to go in and enjoy the museum by yourself.
What a gentleman.
Did you take him up on the offer? What was your response?
I was like, no, really, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We can just rain check this. And he's like, no, I insist you go enjoy yourself at the museum on me.
And so did you go in and he just waited around?
I just went in and I walked around for like 20 or 30 minutes and I just prayed to the museum gods, like, I hope this guy is gone when I leave.
But don't you think that that's kind of, I mean, it's sweet and sad at the same time. At least he wanted you to have a good time.
That is, if he didn't ask for how much my tomato slices were earlier. You know, this guy, he is just trying to save every penny. And I came out and he was still there in the same spot. And I came outside and I was like, hi, thank you so much. I had a great time. I actually have to dash, though. And he's like, no. Let's just go grab some ice cream real quick. And I'm like, okay. So I went to go get ice cream with him.
I'm assuming you guys only had free samples. Like you didn't actually buy ice cream.
Hey, no, the ice cream was full price.
Glad to see you chimed in now.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, that's Jeremy. He's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, my God.
Jess, I didn't really appreciate what you were implying about me. I thought I did a good date. You know, I let you go to the museum, check things out. I bought you ice cream afterwards. And the tomatoes, I mean, come on. If you're going to order a cheese and tomato sandwich and you take out 50% of the ingredients, then the price should go down.
Okay, I'm just going to break this down for you, Jeremy. You are a cheapskate. Okay.
Jeremy, the thing that I don't understand, though, is if you don't have the funds to go to the museum on a date, why did you go to begin with?
I have the money. It's not about not having the money. Like, you guys are making me seem like I'm some cheap guy that doesn't want to pay for things. But the truth is, the businesses out there are always trying to nickel and dime you. Like, they're just getting whatever money they can get out of you. And I'm not falling for that. I'm a smart guy, and I always make sure that I get a bargain.
Oh.
Yeah, but sending your date to the museum alone is not a bargain.
I had gone to the museum beforehand, and I've seen everything. They don't change anything.
Yeah. So why do you need
I
to see
knew
it
she
again?
would like it because she said she liked art.
It makes sense.
I do like art, but it's usually go to the museum with somebody to enjoy it with them together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a date is a date with two people. If I want to take myself out, I would have.
But like I said, I had already been there. I saw everything, so I thought we could talk about it afterward.
It's about having an experience with me. And you ditched me at a museum by myself and decided to bow out. And basically half the date was by myself.
Okay, well, I disagree with you on all of that. You can't argue the fact that I paid full price for that ice cream.
Very good point.
Good point. Hey,
All right,
that is a knight in shining armor.
Jess, now that you've heard all of that, would you like to go on a second date with Jeremy? We will pay for it. So you don't have to worry about Jeremy paying for it.
Hey, guys, I just want to ask a question though. If you're gonna give me like a gift card for this date, I don't have to use it all at one place, right?
You do whatever you want to do with
Jeremy,
it.
stop.
We'll figure it out. If Jess, first you have to have Jess agree to go out with you again, and then you can handle the gift card situation.
I think I'm going to pass on this. I think he should be taking himself out.
Okay.
Jeremy, are you okay with taking yourself out from now on?
I mean, I wish Jess would join me, but I mean, I'll still take the gift cards if you guys have them.
That's not how it works, Jeremy.